Ladies and gentlemen, since 2017, bulldozers have become a political tool to mete out instant justice and portray a tough approach to crime. Now, the poster boy of the bulldozers is Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. He is often referred to as Bulldozer. Though the opposition has rightly criticized this bulldozer bullying, Akhilesh Yadav today has steered this into a controversial direction. And with that has begun a bulldozer battle between him and Yogi Adityanath. The Samajwadi Party chief says he will be redirecting all these bulldozers to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's home district of Gorakhpur after the 2027 elections, once he wins and becomes the Chief Minister again. As expected, he's got a sharp retort from the Chief Minister, who is saying that not everybody's hands can fit a bulldozer. He has said, and I quote, "Iske liye dil aur dimag dono ki zarurat hai." Listen in.
जहां तक बुलडोजर का सवाल है, सोचो कैसा न्यायालय का बुलडोजर चला, क्या बुलडोजर नहीं चल सकता? जो लोग बुलडोजर लेकर के डराते थे, जगह जगह लोगों के घर गिराते थे, क्या मुख्यमंत्री आवास का नक्शा पास है? अगर नक्शा ही सवाल है तो सरकार ये बताए क्या मुख्यमंत्री आवास का नक्शा पास है? और कब पास हुआ था ये भी बता दें, कागज दिखा दें उसके। बुलडोजर में दिमाग नहीं होता है, स्टीयरिंग होता है उसमें, स्टीयरिंग से चलता है बुलडोजर। उत्तर प्रदेश की जनता कब किसका स्टीयरिंग बदल दे, या दिल्ली वाले कब किसका स्टीयरिंग बदल दें?
2017 के पहले जो प्रदेश में लूट खसोट मचाए थे, आज जब उनके सपनों पर पानी फिर चुका है, तो अब टीपू भी चले सुल्तान बनने। सपना देख रहे हैं, सपना देख रहे हैं। आपने देखा होगा ना, आज से 8-10 वर्ष पहले एक धारावाहिक आया था, मुंगेरी लाल के सपने। सपना देखना भी इन लोगों को सपने ही दिखाई देते हैं। सपने देख के इन लोगों की आदत रही है। बुलडोजर पे हर एक व्यक्ति के हाथ नहीं फिट होते, इसके लिए दिल और दिमाग दोनों चाहिए, दिल और दिमाग दोनों चाहिए। बुलडोजर जैसी क्षमता और दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञा जिसमें हो, वही बुलडोजर चला सकता है। दंगाइयों के सामने नाक रगड़ने वाले लोग बुलडोजर के सामने पस्त हो जाएंगे।
Meanwhile, India bloc doesn't know where to look because they have often called bulldozers a political tool in the hands of the BJP, which it uses to target minorities. Therefore, it is distancing itself from the Samajwadi Party's bulldozer Gorakhpur threat.
कानून अपने हाथ में न सरकार ले सकती है और न व्यक्ति ले सकता है। कानून का राज चलता है, रूल ऑफ लॉ। यही हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं ने हमेशा कहा कि रूल ऑफ लॉ होना चाहिए। अगर लॉ में है कि बुलडोजर चलाना है तो लॉ के हिसाब से चलाइए। अगर सीधा बिना किसी कानूनी प्रक्रिया आप बुलडोजर भेज देते हैं कहीं, जैसा कि पिछले 10 साल में हम देख रहे हैं लगातार हो रहा है, तो सबसे पहला विध्वंस रूल ऑफ लॉ का होता है, संविधान का होता है।
My guest this evening, Sharad Trivedi is spokesperson of the BJP, Karan Verma is an author, Pankhuri Pathak is spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Faizan Kidwai is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Faizan, for obvious reasons, I'm going to come to you first. One day, you denounced the bulldozer and bulldozer action. Now your own chief is threatening Yogi Adityanath of bulldozing home in Gorakhpur. Either
No.
you support bulldozer action or you oppose it. You have to make up your mind, na?
First of all, bulldozer, as far as bulldozers are concerned, what Akhilesh is saying was in retaliation to what Mr. Adityanath said. See, just like Mr. Adityanath himself also suffers from what you call a God complex. He feels he's also some sort of a piper behind whom the Janta will come and the Janta will follow him blindly, but that's not happening. He lives under some sort of an illusion that he can commit sorts of atrocities on humanity and get away with it. I'm happy that the courts have finally pulled up the Yogi government, but I feel a bit too late. I wish the courts had acted earlier and nipped this menace of bulldozer Jangal Raj in the bud at the time it started.
Faizan, I
But
asked you
चलिए
a
कहते
simple
नहीं देर है
question.
दुरुस्त है.
I asked you a simple question.
Yeah.
If you are
so I'm answering your
criticizing
question.
Yogi Adityanath, bulldozer action, why is Akhilesh Yadav threatening to do once he becomes chief
See,
minister?
Akhilesh Yadav is not threatening Yogi Adityanath. I tell you what is happening in Gorakhpur. Just see the NCRB data. It's in 2020 in Gorakhpur, 1,044 crimes happened, including 144 cases of rape, 234 cases of robbery. A report of Wire, it says that criminals are getting a free run, those who are supposedly close to Bharatiya Janata Party. The Hindu report said there's an individual called Vinay Tiwari. He's accused of murder and a lot of other crimes. He was roaming freely. An Indian Express report says there's Rajesh Yadav, a criminal with multiple cases, roams freely. In Gorakhpur, if you ask anybody, there's this land mafia, sand mafia, unka raaj chalta hai. And Mr. Adityanath is shielding them because majority of these criminals are close to Bharatiya Janata Party. So technically, what Akhilesh ji is saying, that when the people of Uttar Pradesh will eventually elect Samajwadi Party again in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and at that time, legally, whatever action would be taken, it will be taken. We are not going to do something which is unethical. We are not going to harm anybody, any citizen of this
That's not
country.
what he said.
Our politics is very different from the kind of
10
politics
out of
Yogi
10 marks
Adityanath
to you
does.
for research. No, 10 out of 10 marks to you for research and 100 marks for to you for your diversionary tactic. Because that is
No.
not exactly what he said. Akhilesh Yadav is simply saying, मैं बनूंगा chief minister तो मैं भेजूंगा गोरखपुर में bulldozer.
जब योगी,
Come on.
when Yogi,
Anyway, let
नहीं,
Mr. Trivedi.
नहीं,
हाँ.
let me respond to this. Let me respond to this. योगी आदित्यनाथ ने बोला था कि बुलडोजर का दिमाग होता है. I don't know वो कहां से पढ़ के आए हैं. तो to that अखिलेश जी said बुलडोजर का दिमाग नहीं होता है. बुलडोजर को इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए जाते हैं, तो इंस्ट्रक्शंस जनता तय करेगी. योगी अखिलेश जी said जनता करेगी बुलडोजर किस डायरेक्शन में जाएगा. वो गोरखपुर भी जा सकता है और हो सकता है दिल्ली वाले बुलडोजर इन्हीं पे चला दें इनकी पॉलिटिकल ख्वाहिशों पे. तो ये भी बोला था अखिलेश जी ने. तो
शरद त्रिवेदी जी, I'll let you respond.
Shreya, first of all, that
ठीक है, I'll let Trivedi ji, spokesperson of the BJP, respond.
Shreya, in not a single case where the demolition took place, the person whose house or property was demolished has gone to the court because they know that it was illegal. The reason the organization which has gone to the court has nothing to do with Uttar Pradesh.
That's not true.
Jamaat Islami. The Jamaat Islami has gone to the Supreme Court, and the order in the Supreme Court has said
It's not true,
that
Trivedi
they are
ji.
not going to interfere.
That is not
They-
true, Trivedi ji.
No,
There
no,
are two other people apart from the Jamaat who have gone to the Supreme Court. And both individuals are ones who have suffered at the hands of bulldozers.
No,
गलत बात मत बोलिए.
those two cases have nothing to do with Uttar Pradesh. One is in Rajasthan and the other is in Madhya Pradesh, where the tenant's house, the landlord's house was demolished for crime committed by the tenant. And in the second case, the father, the crime committed by
ये तो आप ही की है ना राजस्थान और मध्य प्रदेश में.
There's nothing to do with.
बीजेपी ही तो है सरकार में मध्य प्रदेश और राजस्थान में.
I am not spokesman for Madhya Pradesh. There must have been some mistake, and the ameliorative steps are going to be taken in that case. In UP, not a single case has gone to the court, and the court has passed any stricture on Uttar Pradesh government. Each one of these cases, first of all, the demolitions did not take place because of what the crime was committed. They took place because of the property which was constructed on either government land, or it was illegal, or it was without the corporation permission. That was the reason. So Uttar Pradesh is completely absorbed, and Supreme Court has said they plan to make a national set of guidelines. And what my friend
Sharad
Faizan
ji,
is saying
if
is
I
that during
remember
this time-
correctly, the Supreme Court has summoned Uttar Pradesh along
No,
with Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan.
Yes, but the
Haven't they?
order has
In this
nothing to do
bulldozer
with-
case?
No, the Supreme Court has not said that they are going to go into the illegal demolitions, or they are going to go into the fact of the matter of how many demolitions have taken place. The Supreme Court has said that they have given an order. National level guidelines have to be laid down on further demolition if they at all happen. In Uttar Pradesh, my friend Faizan, during the tenure of his party, the chairman Noida Authority, who was the rank of secretary, he was beaten up in his own house. by by luminary from his party, Mr. Atiq Ahmed, and DSP in Pratapgarh, because the local MLA don't
त्रिवेदी
know.
जी, अच्छा, let's get back to the topic. ठीक है, अब ये ना, we have discussed this many times on bulldozer किसके में चलता है. BJP's hackneyed argument is that all this is illegal construction, to which the Supreme Court itself had said that doesn't sound very true. But chaliye, today that is not something we are discussing. We'll discuss it when the Supreme Court finally puts out its guidelines. Along with other states, Uttar Pradesh has also been summoned, and let's be honest, there's a reason why Adityanath is called Bulldozer Baba. Now, it's a fact that many people in UP do support his actions. But the fact is, the bulldozer, honestly, when I see a bulldozer demolishing homes, to me, it's demolishing the rule of law in India's democracy and constitution. But Sharad Trivedi ji, let's get back to the subject. What do you make of Akhilesh Yadav now saying that मैं bulldozer Gorakhpur भेजूंगा? I mean, if I were you, I would say imitation is the best form of flattery.
What vendetta is about. We are not saying that it is going to go to a certain place because I want to send it to that place. But if some illegal thing happens in that place, the bulldozer would go there. This is what vendetta is about. What the Samajwadi Party played during the 4 terms they were given in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh was thrown to dogs. The mandate which Mr. Yogi was given was to control the crime. We have cracked down the organized crime. We have, in every field, Uttar Pradesh is on the lowest order. In case of convictions also, in case of the electronic evidences, we have had 83% conviction rate in Uttar Pradesh.
No.
Today, the FIRs are not written because...
just come here. No. Pankur, if you want to come in here, come here. Mr. Trivedi, now you tied yourself up in knots. My point is, abhi aapne bola that hum log jo demolish karte hain, it's all legal, illegal, which is why we demolish it. Then in the same breath, you are telling me that look at the state Uttar Pradesh was in before the BJP came to power. Law and order pura kharab ho gaya tha. So the bulldozer is used as a tool of scaring people into discipline. Matlab, you have to decide what you are saying. Na, Pankuri Pathak, but has your alliance partner in Uttar Pradesh embarrassed you? Has Akhilesh Yadav embarrassed you? I mean, on and on you've come on shows saying what we are seeing on our screens is wrong. Now I'm going to do exactly the same to Yogi Adityanath. So if the BJP is using it as a tool of retribution, the Samajwadi Party is threatening to do this.
Well, I think the larger question here is why this issue came up in the first place. The reason why the question regarding bulldozers was asked in the first place is because the Supreme Court has recently made the observation that what has been going on in the name of bulldozer justice is wrong. It is in breach of law. And even in case of convicts, you cannot go about bulldozing their property and depriving their children and their families of their households. So that is an observation, a very serious observation made by the Supreme Court, and that is why this issue is back in the news and back, in political discussions. What I would want to say, because I was listening to the BJP spokesperson, Yogi ji has presented himself as Bulldozer Baba. This has been done by him, by his PR team, and they have often, have often claimed that they are doing this to give a strong message to criminals. The question is that if you are saying that there is no selectivism in the way this bulldozer injustice is meted out, why was no action, such bulldozer action taken against Brij Bhushan Singh, Sharan Singh, against Kuldeep Sengar, against the accused, the convicted MLA Ram Dular Gond, who was convicted of raping a minor girl, of the accused in the IIT BHU gang rape case, who also belong to the BJP and who are roaming and who are out on bail today? Do any of these people, don't they have any illegal property? And if the BJP's intention is to take action against illegal properties, and this is not selective, political move by the BJP, is all the other property in the state, is all the property legal? There is no illegality in any property in the state. So I think everybody understands that this is a political move that is used
in
against
India,
people of the minority community.
Karan Verma.
And
Yes.
Okay. Karan Verma, the point is, I fully support demolition of illegal structures. But the point is, if you start demolishing illegal structures in this country, half of Delhi will be demolished. And at least 70% of Lucknow will be demolished. I supported Yogi Adityanath when the demolition was taking place in Akbar Nagar. It became Hindu-Muslim, but I don't care. The fact is that they had encroached upon the river and the river was being cleaned and cleared. As a civic action, I support it. But then that action stops in Akbar Nagar and doesn't go all the way to the Hindu colony or locality that is situated next to it. So who will believe, Karan Verma, who will believe even for one moment when the BJP or Yogi Adityanath said that bulldozers are used only to demolish illegal property?
So, Shreya, please give me a minute. Very important subject. That's why I wanted to come on your show. So, where did the bulldozer come from? Let me just first throw some light on this. In 2007, it was the Supreme Court that took suo moto cognizance of a lot of hartals and demonstrations. They formed committees, one under Advocate Fali Nariman and the other under Justice Thomas. And in 2009, 16th April 2009, it was the Supreme Court that came up with a judgment, destruction of public and private property versus Andhra Pradesh. And it said that what is most important, it set 10 guidelines. What is most important is compensation of damages to public and private property. I am so glad that UP is the first government in 2020 that passed this act. And not just this act, it's not just about illegal encroachments. The Gangster Act, which was passed in 1986, the sections 14 of the Gangster Act allows for confiscation of property. CRPC, which has existed always, section 82 and 83, in case there is an absconder, the government is very well within its right to attach the property, to confiscate the property. So the Yogi Adityanath government has used these provisions in case of riots, in case of absconders, in case of illegal encroachments. And let me tell you, on Hindu-Muslim, 3,800 crores worth properties attached. One important point, only 625 crores out of that 3,800 has been the property of Muslims. So, let me just bust this myth that it's only Muslims. In fact, Samajwadi Party, just 2 years back, it was Rakesh Yadav's property which was confiscated in Gorakhpur. They said, oh, they are against Yadavs. Then it was Vikas Dubey. They said, oh, they are against Brahmins. Then it was Atiq Ahmed. They said, oh, they are against Muslims. So the fact of the matter is, it's very much within the rule of law. In fact, in 2022, the same Supreme Court said, when it was challenged during Prayagraj drive, the same Supreme Court said it is very well.
How is it within the rule of the law?
Sorry?
How when did the Supreme Court say it is very well within the rights of the law? The Supreme Court is saying, when the Dalit was made in the court by the Attorney General of India, that this is all illegal construction. The Supreme Court said that doesn't seem to be true, given the example in front of us. This is the Supreme Court of the country, the highest court in this country saying it.
Hear me out. In June 2022, when Mohammad Javed's property in Prayagraj was taken down, it was challenged in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court validated Yogi Adityanath's decision because of Section 27 of the UP Urban Planning and Development Act. So now what has happened is an oral observation, which you rightly quoted right now. But in 2022, Yogi Adityanath's actions were very much held. This is an observation that has come out. I still believe, yes, this is an observation, but the bulldozer, I'll give the last word to Faizan, within the legal rights.
But I find it very interesting that all these illegal constructions suddenly come to light only when someone is accused in a heinous crime. Now, as I said, Uttar Pradesh is divided. Many people who cheer Adityanath and say, well, the law of this land is Chakki Pisoing and Pisoing. That is the tyranny of law in this country. Even Nirbhaya's parents had to wait 10 years to get justice. Ye instant justice hai, ye to achhi baat hai. There are a lot of people in Uttar Pradesh who say that. But Faizan Kidwai, right, the BJP continues to maintain. I mean, they're speaking in two voices here, but they continue to maintain that there's nothing illegal about these bulldozers. So I just want to ask you if imitation is the best form of flattery, and that is exactly what Akhilesh Yadav is doing.
See, Akhilesh Yadav is too intelligent a person to imitate somebody like a Yogi Adityanath.
Macho man.
जी नहीं, ये machoism नहीं है, ये selective targeting है, and a very, very confused and a weak person will do this. So this is no machoism. Akhilesh Yadav is an educated man. He's much zillion times better than Yogi ji. So there's no comparison there. As far as the BJP, the supporter of BJP was saying that there's no selective targeting. I'll give you another data. There's an Indian Express report between 2020 and 2022. UP authorities demolished around 105 properties, majority of them belong to Muslims. The Wire report says that in UP 70% of the bulldozer demolished buildings belong to Muslims. A fact-finding report of Citizens for Justice and Peace says in BJP rule states it's the minorities and opposition party members who are targeted. Those close to BJP are not even touched. An investigation of Hindu reveals that all those who are close to Bharatiya Janata Party, they are not touched even if they commit crimes. It's only the opposition party and minorities. ADR says something of a similar nature. So this just goes on to prove that Bharatiya Janata Party is doing selective targeting. It is playing to the gallery to want to consolidate votes. Certain section of the citizens, unfortunately, who derive some pleasure in seeing a
Okay.
Muslim man or an
I think we
opposition
all
party member suffering.
ठीक है.
Ji. So you
ठीक है.
earlier gave me 10 marks. You can
politics
give me
चलती
another 10
रहेगी.
marks for this also.
Chalo, 10 out of 10 to you also, and 10 out of 10 to all our panelists this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. Here's all I'll say.
Thank you.
You can keep saying what you want to. Of course, you all belong to different political dispensations, and you will put your point of view forward. But
No,
जनता
this
है
is a
सब
fact.
जानती है.
हमने
They
जो
know
बोला वो
everything.
fact है.
We'll leave it there. Faizan, thank you very much. Pankuri, thank you very much. Karan, thanks. And Sharat Trivedi ji, thank you very much for joining us.